So I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to sow some marigolds, and also I've put my potatoes now out to chit in these trays and stack them up. So I think I'm going to get some marigolds done today in some module trays, and yeah, we'll start off some of the spring flowers. Oh, come on in. Oh, Linda's here from the Feel Good Garden channel. Oh, she looks like she's got some presents for me.
Come bearing gifts.
Ooh, what have you got?
Come bearing gifts.
Ooh, let's have a look.
Right, so we've got this old table and chairs from another plot holder. They
Lovely.
On it and thought to be handy for you. We've got some lemon balm, some mint. There's plenty more of that if you need any more.
Oh, lovely.
For your herb garden. And I think this is wild garlic, but don't go eating it yet, mind.
Right.
Because we're not 100% sure. I thought they were lily of the valley because they look like lily of the valley leaves, don't they?
Get mixed them up, but
No.
and what's in your...
So please don't go eating it, will you?
Oh, thanks for that. For their
Oh,
food
that's
plan.
okay. I was taking some up, and I thought you might want some of that as well. So there we are. So they're there. Where do you want me to put them for you?
Oh yeah, just pop them on the path. So if
There
you've
we
not
go.
already, pop over to Linda's channel, put a link in the description, the Feel Good Garden. Yeah, so thanks a lot for that, Linda.
Oh, you're welcome, Danny.
Well, that's really handy. This is the thing that I love about allotments, that you don't know who's going to come through the gate, and there's always someone sharing and thinking of you on the site as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with this table and chairs now. So I've got a nice sturdy table and 2 chairs now as well. So these would be great for outside in the summer, because my ones, if you remember when I fell off the shed, I put my foot straight through one of them, and yeah, the other one over time as well is quite weak, so I was tempting fate. So I'm happy with those. So thanks so much, Linda. So take a look at her channel. Like I mentioned, I'll pop a link in the description. Right, let's get some sowing done. Good afternoon. So it's a lovely day here, but there's been a bit of an issue that I'm going to tell you about right now. So the birds are singing and the sun is out a little bit, but I've broken my ribs. So I work in an environment where sometimes that could happen, and it's happened. So that's knocked me back again. These next couple of days were supposed to be to build the fruit cage, to take all the fruit bushes down, but sadly that's not happened. So positive vibes. Hopefully I'll get better soon. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, I think the remainder of this video, because I've already filmed a lot of it thankfully before I got injured, so I'm hoping today that I can patch all this together and hopefully give you the video that you deserve. So I think today I'm just gonna do some very light jobs. I need to do some sowing, start my tomatoes. I've come over because I need to get some trays to take over anyway, and obviously to sort the chickens out as well. I don't need to do anything there, I just need to just check on them. And yeah, it's a step back, and ideally this is not what I need right now. It's the start of spring. I got so much to do, and you know, this year already has been pushing me so much. COVID, then the chest infections, and now, you know, damage to my ribs. So I'm going to take it easy for a few weeks, but I'm still going to try and get some videos out. So hopefully today I can show you around what I've done already this, well, about 6 days ago now, and yeah, let me show you what's happened. So I've got another visitor here today from another YouTube channel, Plot to Plate No Dig, and he's actually brought me a few gifts. One, a new fork, which is absolutely amazing, and he's actually wrote on there as well, Danny, grow up, use sparingly, which I will. And also this, he's brought me up 10 sacks of some beautiful compost, so that'll be perfect now for the herb garden here. Here he is. All right, Carl.
Hey, how are you doing?
Cheers for the presents.
Aye, no worries, mate.
I haven't
No
got
worries.
that'll actually,
Pleasure.
that'll do me well, I think, for a few years.
The use sparingly was purposeful because I know you're doing no dig. So
Yes.
it's just, but it, you know, other jobs that you got going on around the outside of the edge of the tunnel and so forth, you can
Perfect.
use it.
So if you're not subscribed to your channel, where can they find you, Carl?
So Plot to Plate No Dig. Used to be Phillips on Allotments. It used to be, but
Yeah.
it's from Plot to Plate No Dig now. So
I'll pop a link underneath on the video
Yeah,
anyway
no
for you,
worries.
and they'll
No
pop
worries.
over. Cheers, let's have a coffee.
Crack on. Best part.
What a nice guy as well. You know, he just popped over. He lives in Wales as well, so we've been trying to make arrangements to pop, you know, over for weeks and weeks, well, probably months to be honest. So it's nice that you meet other YouTubers and we just bounce back ideas. He had a little look around, and this compost that he's given me, absolutely perfect. It's going to be, I think I'm going to use it in the new herb garden. So cheers for that, Carl. So I've got some Babington leeks, I've got some sage, some wild garlic, some garden mint, some lemon balm. I got some chives, I've got some more mint there, and then I've got some rosemary, thyme. There's quite a few things in here. I think these are some chives. So let's get all those in now.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me.
So first of all, I came over, and obviously I had a visitor. I had Carl from Plot to Plate No Dig Allotment. I'll put a link to his channel underneath, and yeah, he popped over. He brought me a new fork, which was so good of him, considering, you know, if you remember, my last one broke. I have repaired it, but it was really nice for him to bring me a nice brand new one, and he's actually signed it as well, and I really appreciate that. He came over, had a little look around, and he brought over so many bags of well rotted manure. I think it's like it was a compost, but I think that was where it arrived from. But yeah, he brought it over, and then I started using that then to build the herb garden. So I didn't realize how many herbs I had, but I lugged over all the compost into that bed, and yeah, then I started planting it, and it was so nice that I had that medium to use. So I really appreciate you, Carl, for bringing that over, because I was always, you know, to and fro in how I was gonna fill that bed. And then I also then created another growing space then right next to the asparagus bed, and yeah, so both of those are done now, and it's all planted up. So I'm glad that job was ticked off. So now I'll show you around of, you know, how it's all looking. The tulips are starting to come up in this bed now, so I'm really happy about those. I'm hoping the honker black dahlia is under there, bedded down, and that'll show its, you know, show its little head soon. But I've got a few other jobs that I need to do around this area. When I'm a bit better, I need to net out all the leaves from here. Not, well, most of them anyway. I don't mind a few of them composting and, you know, degrading into the water. But most of these now need to be lifted out just to give it a bit of a tidy up before spring. All the spring bulbs now are starting to surface here. I've got, God, there's such a mixture in here of tulips, and well, let's just wait and see what all comes in there, because to be honest with you, I cannot remember it all. The shallots and garlic are looking fantastic in here now, and also the daffodils that I planted, and some lemon balm. And the piece de resistance is this. All the tulips that I planted in here, hundreds of them, are all starting now to come up. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And of course the onion bed, that's looking great as well. This is probably the worst thing that could happen to me right now, but it is what it is. Let's show you the herb garden. So as you can see now, this bed is all mulched as well and ready to plant in. I've got some plans for that I'm going to talk about. Inside here now, I've left half a bag of chippings here as well, because I've got a little gap there that I want to do after I've found some more pots similar to this. So this is the mint, and I don't want it to be in with the others because I know it'll spread. So I need to find another couple of pots similar to that to put another mint bed over there. So I've got the Babington leeks in here now, some chives, rosemary, and piles of others as well. But as you can see, all the mint sort of varieties are in pots, except for this one, but that's just pushed it at the moment. I'm going to take that out in a couple of days' time when I've got a pot, and it'll go here. So the plan is to get better. I'm really, really sore and walking quite slowly, but yeah, it's it's just typical, isn't it? Absolute typical. I spent, God, so long in hospital to get sorted, but I'm on the mend. So the onions inside the polytunnel and the garlic is looking great, and also the spring cabbages are looking fantastic. Over here, as you can see, all the mustards, the lettuces, everything now is shot up in the last couple of days of me not being in here, and these lettuces are definitely ready for planting now. And look, all the white Lisbon spring onions. So I think since I can't do much manual work, I think I'm going to enjoy a nice bit of time in the polytunnel where I'm going to keep bending down, just sowing some seeds. So let's get that done. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put a few of each. So I'm going to do some of the amaranth, molten fire, then do some Swiss charge, the peppermint. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to use 4 cells in the trays for each plant. So this will be amaranth, Swiss chard, some basil. I'm going to leave the radish. I'm going to direct sow those outside. Maybe some chicory and some flowers as well on top. So I've got some straw flowers and some livingstone daisies, and also some blue ensign convolvulus or something. So I'm going to do those as well. So start sowing some of your flowers now as well before an early bloom. Yeah, some of these now are desperate to go out, like these are crying to go out now, these sweet peas. So I'll probably put some of those around a teepee indoors and then put it outside later on in a pot. So I'll do that when I'm a bit more stronger. So let's get these done. And also remember to label these as well, because people always say, oh, I remember, and then they don't. So let's have a look how many's in this packet. There's quite a few seeds in here, but I'll put a couple in each cell. Now some of these I'll enjoy to eat from, but sometimes I grow things like peppermint chard. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of chard at all, but I've read that peppermint chard is meant to be the nicest one. So I'll give it a go, and if not, it's still a nice plant for the growing area of, you know, a nice pinky red colour. So sometimes even if I don't like a plant to eat, I'll still grow it just because it looks nice in the garden. I mean, look at this chicory. It's an absolute beautiful pink colour. Right, let's remember where these are going. Okay, there. I think I'm going to write the labels first. So they've all been sowed now. I'll just put a little bit of compost on the top, give them a little water, and then they'll be watered from underneath then for the rest of the time that they're growing. And then later on I'll pot them on, I'll prick them out and pot them on, and then hopefully this will give it a nice flush of flowers and colour in the garden later on in the season. I'm Danny and this is Grow Up.